Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members.
Mr. Speaker, $1 today is 13 cities. During the time of President Mahama, $1, 3 cities, 80 pesos. Mr. Speaker, a vote for Alhaji Bawumia is a vote for President Akufo-Addo's charter. Mr. Speaker, to conclude on this matter, Ghanaians voted for Vice President and are paying for the Vice President to support you to succeed. Mr. Speaker, you cannot fail if the President cannot fail alone. The President will have to fail together with the Vice President. So, Mr. President, you have failed with your Vice President. Mr. Speaker, I conclude by saying that Ghanaians will not miss President Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia. We know you are going. We can only wish you bye-bye. But you will never be missed. Mr. Speaker, I second the motion.
Memo bibia kwa ba sa wo hwe TVXYZ a mo amutie wo power 97.9 FM so ye chiechia obibia ye kwaya ya san abadwumadi ya to ne day inside politics na ahwefo mo hwe mo TVXYZ muso amutie wo power 97.9 FM maso agusui na empo se sona ensensem no say nde yebedi hu nkomo papa nde kuku dambeba ma ya delve into it midin de Nicholas ya usios robetumi afrem ke Nicholas metinem ama a regular host Mugabe Mase imom tew yen sembre yebebo mbodin say yebeko a parliament na ye kodi enkomo yenua odefo kwesi beche ono no ye correspondent ho kyerese LGBTQ no enya ne ntie se o ma passe but odefo na betumi atwamfo yin na maye hu ma ekoso odefo wutie mi a mema ahawie edifi parliament
ken me date
na bibia boko de
enyame adom bibia boko
sure odefo mamimbi sawo de na ekoso parliament sesia
ken afi 2021 ade ni pensie bi ka omo bo mu se oba na be mane na ase yaji atiti ewo Ghana mu nti o se o ma Ghana 2-1 amo na e kwankwe be faso a obi ntimi ene na mabontimi me ne betu zo ndo otimi ni one ne yonko be ma na eda na so one ne yonko oba na eda ana so obi ntimi ko gina be bi so o me de mi ta ni gi ntino ye nkyerɛkyerɛ ama nkɔfo sɛ ɔmbɛte ase no nso aba betu sa anamɔ no bi nti parliament ɛfato mu nso no madi saa mmerɛ yɛti saa ayɛ no kɔbrɛ no bakɔnɛbra ɛnɛ de nyame adom parliament ɛde stamp ɛti so a ɔma paase saa mmerɛ ɔma paase saa mmerɛ ɛnti sɛ ɔmampanyini Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo ɛde ne nsa hyɛ ase a na sɛ abaaba yɛ mmara sɛ yɛ a obi bɛrima ntumi nkɔgyina baabi nkasɛ me ne yɛ bɛrima me ne me yɔnko bɛrima ne da anasem na baby be hu na makwa se ne yonko be ma anase ekwa ko ye program bi wo baby e de educate amanfo se ya o de beje hu so ba be ne be ma da na so ne oba ne be ma be ma ne be ma beta this is the time to be na o fi en ne bi mu din na o senke pa se ya na owura afenyo ma then deputy majority leader na o de amendment about o se nkofo no se ye hye mra ne aka se se yeto se okoye mra ne diwa mra na yesi se diwa ye do wa ko to afia se infin so ni ade no fi se we nya asem o se obi to ta mra we ye de ko to afia so na mum ka ono esusu senke ma no ye oba akọ obe community se bia ye si wa na bia se ba bia o tie no ye se bia fi o bia na o twemi enta na se bo so me bia papa ga tem na fa do domponte mo no mu ni ade ye di ni pa na wa ko tum se wa ye sa ade ne de o fi se esa ali ekiti ni pa na fa ho di so etini ni na ko ba na ya tia tense ko ba ni a chance e na so ha tia sa senka nka yen san yen sakraye bi wo mu ni ade se ya be bo ama mra no enko ye tinta se ko se ku ti anko fo fa ho di so to put an argument ni ade nyina na se o ga atafia ma fo ni na da hia fo emu ba mu ka se no so kan sa enye ye ti se emra no mu hye no eye ko mu gina o man mra constitution so na ere se mra emra do mu ye hye bia no eye wo constitution no benya idea linked to the constitution. Said the constitution not can the constitution says you know. Obi will be now or constitution will be say constitution is can't them no much and say no soka. So if say ka e mo na say no 2 million kunenu. And we ya na say. Owura da fiam ko kan ho say obi say baby asem no do kan ho say le mra no yen tum na yen koyenu. And so kan ho say you move for third reading no. And owura sam George Twaso. Enti e to aba ne so mo ditum say I didn't third reading no. Don't say omo do so ana so woni so part yes and legitimate and see the question is and na chebe jono apai aje LGBTQ emrano atum amana ba be ye so ma panyi bin sasha asia e ba be ye mra o my Ghana mo hano
the parliament ye wie eyi ne nsefi ho apase wie aka o mampani ne nsa o de be sha asia
na chebe jafo na yuma famu de so ma panyi bin sasha asia na ba be ye mra so sana de na kwakwa
enti makoso o parliament ndeno no
so far say dey be ka course no pan dey ka di ko ma ya mo ka cho say o man panyin sa about abra say say no a deputy minister for finance say no owura Mohammed Ahmed that moving it to call akoye minister ankasa that position and kuta and say minister of state for minister of finance no ya fama or abra o say asare and na wasa bo one doctor Ebenezam Park in also made deputy minister on favor of our the position. Na later president by speaker can say na show that for no. In Tomberry first had an appointment committee named the Permanent Omafro Unata and also to man and to say any quantity to no so that's what for the position.
Yo. And the maminje umu na who did you made the bia wait to me edin kama. Ye nua or therefore kwesi beche na yete nka efi the Ghana's parliament or the Twitter. And it says yeah the breaking news abane say Ghana's parliament to pass LGBTQ bill no ma pass it. Baby edri the amampeni na do danko akufo na yehwe so obetumi ede ne nsa hyase or the penesi so assign it nti yehwe so obe sign it asase on sign it this year no na do danko akufo bounds to happen no yehwe wo so obe sign it anase on sign it one sign e chese wo so sa na tie so mampeni na do danko akufo and sign a chese so say the parliamentarian both side ni na majority and minority say ya pass it ye hwe mampeni na do danko akufo nti asofo ni mo no mutu anamo ye hwe so mampeni de pen besi so etumi assign na bibia etumi akonkan nti de etene no nti asem de parliament yi ni nsefi ho awie ye hwe o mampeni. And that's so yasan ajinkonya biom na endra State of the Nation address o mampeni na do danko akufo odi tuja we ye the last State of the Nation address odi tuja emunsem na ndeso ye delve into it na yetumi edi ehon enkomo papa na ye behra endra o mampeni na do danko akufo on education o kansam bebre fa ho odi tuja aka kire ye say ye hwe eye free SHS ne guarantor policy na break it down financial barriers papa for students who seek high education na on mampeni na do danko akufo nensama or the two Genesis says ya the baby edri ohio bia mo say ye nyina ye bepe kwan a ye betumi ahwe na ye improve free SHS no na asemi na mi bi so mampeni na do danko akufo say Yebeka ya time obesi so onya bendwa no begina 7 January 2017 no na do danko akufo na enim say free SHS and policy pa na ansa na obe ye free SHS policy no and obe implement September 2017 no mpenifo bebre na aka chense na nyabotre beka ya owura adokofo kra kasafa ho sana na do nche nyabotre na fa stakeholders ne tena fom na nchiremu bi ho mombo mfa adwene na say okọ supersonic speed nti o implement free SHS policy no na ye hu challenges ahoro a akoso NDC amayeko His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the incoming president akra kasa fa ho say ma de ne kono yen hwe na yen tena fom na yen review na say review no oten as cancellation omoka bibi penifo ka sembia for na say aha na ndade with the last SONA na say State of the Nation address betuja na say baby edri momehe na yen kambo ma na yen hwe yen moa na improve upon free SHS me yen konkɔhwɛ video no asɛm a ɔkae na eba yato nkomo no so.
Partnered with key development allies to launch an innovative financing program called the Ghana Educational Outcome Project, GEOP. The goal of GEOP is to provide educational support to 72,000 out-of-school children, helping them access complementary education and transition into formal schools. I'm happy to report that 17,340 out-of-school children have been taken through the program and mainstreamed into formal schools in 2023. This program has worked so well, it won the GovTech Prize Award in February 2024 at the World Government Summit held in Dubai. Government has remained committed to improving the teaching and learning of STEM education at the pre-tertiary level. Key interventions have included increasing our ability to produce STEM professionals and also meeting 21st century skills. Accordingly, the curriculum has been overhauled to include STEM career pathways such as aviation and aerospace science, biomedical science, engineering, computer science, manufacturing, robotics, and artificial intelligence. Government has also increased its investment in infrastructure for science, technology, and engineering and mathematics, STEM education at the pre-tertiary level. The construction of 10 STEM schools and 10 STEM centers has commenced across the country, with 7 STEM model schools having been operationalized. These schools have been equipped with state-of-the-art laboratories and classrooms, dormitories, assembly halls, dining halls, and conducive environments to foster teaching and learning. The operationalized schools have a total enrollment present of 2,400 students reading general science and STEM. Mr. Speaker, in recognizing the critical role of technical and universal and vocational education and training in the country's industrialization agenda, the government continued implementing key reforms in the TVET space, including the expansion of the free senior high school program to include students in public TVET institutes. Mr. Speaker, a lot of resources has gone into the provision of infrastructure at all levels of the educational system, but a lot remains to be done. Many basic schools require more adequate classrooms and furniture, and the environment in some of these schools can be made more suitable for learning and teaching. Some of the senior high schools, especially the community schools recently absorbed into the formal GES structure, lack the facilities that these established schools take for granted. We must all express our gratitude to the teachers in such schools who manage, in spite of the difficulties, to bring out the best in their students and sometimes succeed in achieving great results. They exemplify the best in the Ghanaian and give us hope for the future. Indeed, the one tablet per student policy at the senior high school level is being rolled out and will formally be launched by me next month. It is a great tool to help bridge the gap between disadvantaged and privileged students. Mr. Speaker, under the Student Loan Trust Fund, are breaking down financial barriers for students seeking higher education by eliminating the requirement for a guarantor. We have empowered students from economically disadvantaged backgrounds to pursue their educational aspirations without undue financial burden.
It is Excellency Nana Danko Akufo-Addo no na da ho no. This year they also find ways to improve PSHS in education no. Nana mentehwe. Nana meko supersonic speed. Stakeholders mpanifo kasa say hey. This year the NDC 4% mo cancel and some na do man no. And so dear Nana do ka. This year they also den. ye nyina ye nkambom na ye mboa na improve your education ye free SHS asem na da ho no ye ka hwe o monte se o mama mmesua asai ayebasa na de na ekọ oso nye ye nyina moa se alaji sorogo se lawyer mu nyina ye mbra na ye nsom na ye mboa education ayebasa alaji sorogo bro ma bro wo prince hu kranse owie enye easy ni nyina na ado si ontehwe nti de etene no esi ado si ye nyina ye mboa na education ye hwe na nsiye okonti ebiom metosu mienu na ado dankwa akufo adonra State of the Nation address asamba akodo to gwan say 7 years ni me say yanko off da 7 years light is so gone de bia na light is so asema na ado dankwa akufo ado kani for the past 3 months de bia yedum light and make us say some part of Ghana woko Kumase central region western region ni nyina mo de so mu ma de achi make us say enso na say for the past 7 years ni ndum light da de edum light say edum siesi edum na ye de siesi de bia nsem no ana pay ECG executive director dan no say o ene de mama enfa blame ni mo yemfa ma netco you say omo na say problem ni fi ECG na nase yada light him it be bisa wo hwe me wo TVXYZ wo tie me wo power 97.9 say aso wo light no hu ne sen esi aba akokra abeka hu ne say light no so ba na yenya low current ma aba no esi a ma aba no light no ba power ni ngia so nti home appliances machines mfidie ni a say ya na say nti light wo so ti say wo genset bi ana wo tumi aso asama na ado dankwa akufo ado kan no nti wo ye Ghana ni na sa president we be general kase meko na bra me be fa bendwa no 7 years ni enda off moda na president wa we hu so ye trofo mfantis oye kohwenyi mamonyi president mo kan no kura bi anim his excellency John Dramani Mahama ansa na obekọ no ohwe tutu bibia ye kama ma light gina so gon ma Dr. Mahmoud Baumia kura be kan so president Mahama wa ma light na siso ntedien ya dedum som se siso kama ntedien ndeda na si 7 years ni abra ye the light kama wahwe tutu bibia obwa na nado ye say enye nokre wo de emuma yenkotie akom ni nkyem ye the evidence base na ye adwanti yenkotie asema ndro kan fa ye energy hum.
Speaker, between 2012 and early 2017 there was nothing more demoralizing than the phenomenon we called doomsday. It was symptomatic of a dysfunctional system, and it caused widespread depression amongst businesses and households. After that experience, my government was determined that doomsday would not be inflicted upon Ghana and Ghanaians under an MPP government. Shouts will not wish doomsday away in our history. It will not. After that experience, my government was determined that doomsday would not be inflicted upon Ghana and Ghanaians under an MPP government. And I'm glad to be able to say, so far, so good. We've managed to keep the lights on these last 7 years, even in the midst of a financial crisis. We've managed the NFT sector with discipline and expertise to avoid a repetition of the hardships inflicted on Ghanaians some years ago. Furthermore, through determined, skillful negotiation, we've been able to reduce considerably the energy sector debt that we inherited. Indeed, the government negotiating team carried out a successful reconciliation exercise with the IPPs and ECG, which established that the IPP arrears position was not the $1.6 billion that had been previously reported in the media, was actually $1.2 billion. That is savings of some $400 million. Additionally, the government negotiating team has reached commercial agreements on headline terms, the restructuring of power purchase agreements and arrears with AXA, Amandi, SemPower, Senate, and Early Power, and is finalizing remaining definitive documentation of such terms, which will result in total expected savings in excess of $9.1 billion over the lifespan of the IPP projects. In the meantime, ECG has been able to secure a fixed monthly energy purchase price with all the IPPs. This has led to a monthly payment of 43 million United States dollars instead of the 77 million United States dollars. That is monthly savings of $34 million, or a 44% reduction in monthly payments, a far better outcome than the take-or-pay system we inherited. Mr. Speaker, I'm happy to report that we're making admirable progress in the provision of electricity to all parts of the country. Last year, 207 communities were connected to the grid, taking the current national access rate, electricity access rate, to 88.85%. We are aiming to achieve universal access this year by connecting an additional 400 communities to the national grid under the Self-Help Electrification Program. And
it is Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo wahwe won fa megawatt bia mbeka ho won ade hwe me wo ho no so wo ba waye ne basa Nana Addo say kane ani si so 7 years ni yenhwe be 3 months ni de bia dum so light no so ba na wo low current ene meka ho engina yie yen kane asem engina yie nso Nana Addo say oba e bibia dem ono akro ka no sre because onim sa asem o kan no kura bi anim mo beto so no wase na ye ne basa Nana Addo say Ghana fo ye dankanem na wa wo hwe me wa wo tie me bisa sa asem a ye president ka kire yen report a wo de ma yen State of the Nation address asem o ka kire no kura pa na Nana Addo ken Nana Addo asem o ken no kura wom otojena na Ghana fo so ye hwe no okay bia na ye hwe no afi okọ onim se ballot paper bia ni ho beda so biom nti o kama ope a kire yen ti odi tra odi wi a na okọ nti Nana Addo nsem a oda ya tudwa no na tro na biom na ye beka ho asem in the State of the Nation address ye hwe a Nana Addo di tudwa e ka kire ye se eye nianom senate edwuma omo eye self-employed persons a scheme omo de ba ye se wa wo ye wa adwuma bra na sa scheme no wa so be register ama ebia nyame ya adom no do adwuma be wo campaign so a wo so ya tete bibia ma omo de ato ho Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo begina ho ka kire se o ka sei nipa 600,000 no motumi a register more self-employed scheme no so but ye hwe Director General Ora Dr. John Oforitin-Kran no so ne report o de betu dwa o chese 71,000 pe na register so Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo say 600,000 what a difference ye kasa na ditra ebi obi nti ase etro ne bi no in the State of the Nation address Nana hwe Ghana fo anim bra na be che niam wa ye be man reporter o ka che se nipa 600,000 na self-employed scheme no omo so abra Director General no designator no hwe me ye register 71,000 pe ye kasa na ditra ebi no me ye nkotie asema Nana kai na hu sa kom ni nchire ye hwe mbra.
We had only had about 14,000 people enrolled on the scheme as self-employed persons. Today, we have about 71,000 people enrolled on the SNIT scheme as self-employed persons.
A few moments later.
SNIT launched a self-employed enrollment drive, SEED, an initiative which seeks to improve coverage and increase the contributor base of the SNIT scheme. Since the launch of the SNIT initiative, some 600,000 self-employed persons have been enrolled onto the program, and now have some form of social security cover. Effective 1st January 2024, all pensioners on the SNP pension payroll as of 31st December 2023 have had their monthly pensions increased by 15%.
Inti Enra His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo nsamo kan ye na no krabia ni fantin sikwohwisam atronko an ndro de tudwa Director General Anankasa eye Dr. John Ofori Chenkran o de atudwa ese eye 71,000. His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo hwe Ghana fo anim ka kire say 600,000. Oh, 600,000. Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the Vice President Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ehwe di Ghana phone tro e de baji bendwa no 7th January 2017 omu di tro de baji bendwa no nti so omu hu ye bi on se yenka bibi manya Ghana fo de yendi omu tro nti na na hwanyame ani di tro saa de beko etro ne bi no ade ye 71,000 nso se 600,000 ye kasa na na di tro Ghana for ibino we dey accompany chem evidence base me kan ye hu video ma wa hu say na finenu mo ka che say 600,000 abre 71,000 atronkotin na ndro obetena hodiye akohwisam na brabasam ayede man ya hye wonsa wonye hu nso wo wi ana wodi etro de teno na yanko parliament biom ndra after state of the nation address and anadi train na awie no asema members of parliament omo represent yen nso omo views and some omo kan omo yenkotie bimbra.
I am disappointed that for a man who rode on the wings of corruption and unemployment and promised to deal with corruption and unemployment 7 years after he got the presidency, using these two especially, in his last but one State of the Nation address, speaking for over 2 hours, he failed to use the word corruption. He failed to use the word unemployment. That for me is a testimony of his abysmal performance.
The president placed a lot of emphasis on the education sector more than the other sectors. That goes to indicate the commitment of the president in investing in human capital. The best endowment any country would have. It's not their gold or their oil, it is their human capital. And so between 2017 and now, the president has invested over 114 billion cedis into ensuring that human capital is developed, that access is created for the child of the poor and the child of the rich.
I expected to hear more on job creation for our many youth who have finished school. Nurses are at home, teachers at home. A lot of the youth don't have jobs for this country. And it's of security concerns. On his main propaganda, Agenda 111, he missed to really tell us how many have they finished, how many would be commissioned. He was silent on that. Ghana, we don't have hope.
Security is of much concern to everybody, businesses, governance, and so on. And the president did indicate that his government is in full control of security and that the country can rest assured that we do everything it takes to protect the country. It was very reassuring, and we have to support him as a people.
If you have your president stand on the floor of the house and he says that the city is stable, I was shocked. Because at the end of the day, it's not something he can go out of the floor of the house and go and control. Because after his speech, the city will continue to gallop. And I can give you an example. In the beginning of this year, the city was around 11.2, 11.3. Okay? In a matter of 60 days, we are almost in March. In a matter of 60 days, the city is around 13 cities. The dollar is around 13 cities. What it tells you is that the city is depreciating on hourly basis.
Enti members of parliament no after Nanado de nsem na to dwane na omo kyerɛkyerɛ o madwen no just say nsem o kan yi na no kraka bi anim ha dwane yi say nsem o de to dwan na no kraka bi anim ene na parliamentarians ne e baba mu kyerɛkyerɛ mu no enti de etene no me course o state of the nation address no ne kraka bi ambasama Nanado o kan yi no enti eno na yehu bi na yasante bi no na enda so bibi sronko kɔ so say ansa ebe show na so no wo UPSA yehu honorable Isaac Adongo a member of parliament de ma Bolgatanga Central a ranking member so finance committee or kasafa JM the 24-hour economy no ho na JM policies no ho dia sa Ghana foto in some NDC ton no ba power niema ombetumi aye maybe etumi akonkan nti minim se brepem no so be shede yi ma obi etumi ahwebi na wehuma eko nti the eternal but when him say na Wednesday and they lucky Wednesday. Me say then lucky Wednesday. If for my ding. The president he try no di no catch say microeconomic indicators point you to right direction. A brand sir. This year I say dollar and I'm 13 echo. A china pay won't say do 14. Near my ding. But a year XYZ Broadcasting Limited, yes say, ye per se. Ye viewers any ye listeners it to me chamwade nti de bia un say inside politics you made so ye chade and that's so ye nde and there was ye chawade wa wo hwe mi na make asa cherewi ye wa wo hwe mi na make asa cherewi ye mensa aka e ba cho we ye MTN user and na Vodafone user this your so my friend Telecel yeah bro me pa cho ye Vodafone user na MTN user for mobile phone un say ansana ube ramensa kan wo bibi kakra wo momo wallet no so me pacho bo star 274 hash star 274 hash star 274 hash me pacho wabo we are send mami wo send mami ria me pacho bebre options beba option 1 no e power FM XYZ option 1 e power FM XYZ power FM XYZ me pacho mia one send it. We send the real. Baby so sir, how many times no person auto ticket no? Don't forget the ticket in the Bakubia 5 Ghana cedis. Ticket in Bakubia 5 Ghana cedis. 5 Ghana cedis. Ticket in the Bakubia bono. And then we more 20. About 20 100 Ghana cedis. No a lawyer crash I say a typo. About 20 100 Ghana cedis. Open so quarter so because Kai say the more me pacho wo to ticket na the more of your chances of winning no so esra na ekọ nti wo ria na we nya abotre atena eye u TV achi eye channel we are XYZ television wo hwe anase wo wutie power 97.9 FM we nya abotre etie na wutie a minim se ndo obenyeska ende ye cha hen 2000 Ghana cedis ye che 2000 mienu nti 4000 na meche mo 2000 mienu we count 2000 kra me unsa alaji ye machine mo hwe me say mu cheska pao 2000 Ghana cedis mienu enye yidi and alaji percent the constituency for so etumi di omo hu hyem madina me so ho na me wo madina fo amotie madina fada na nkasa wa alaji amadu sorogo o sende mu hye na enim nya mo so mo fa mo hu hyem o sa alaji nam kroma ya mo ha na o pese mo so mo hu ye de mo fa mo hu hyem nti wa wo hwe me nuanom fante fa wo takrade Cape Coast takwa na mo ka ho man kan fante na nkire ho man sa kan ye trodo filega dochi XYZ broadcasting for na yes ye ma ho na dwete no kofi olajan kudi sika empay na pabaze mo pocho ne do bi di 70 cedis or the fat 2000 Ghana cedis etwe na abaze mo ma me ehwem mo papa mo nu ehwem awo na America sechewi etide biara memprimu akomande sewara munuanom fans for won hunrem na dwete no kofio no wonya bi saaso na mo amohwem nkranha mohwem okofodua mohwem okumase mohwem sunyan tachiman eko mutie mi a de na mo twen de bia mote mo nsa aka obi adie o sa sister na ndro de o so wedi sa last odi ya na ndro so di obi wo so de no ho ahye mo ndi bi da mesende e lucky Wednesday wo so betumi edi bi wo so wo ye foforo craft na wo hwem ya na wo tie mi wo say na draw it say memprimu akoma eno ana ma chiro no procedure na obefa so de ewura draw no no wo star 274 hash we all send the option 1 power FM XYZ wo send we baby so how many times one person enter draw no na what to do bia and then wo betumi ato 20 and wo betumi ato 30 because the card do what be shame na be bo ma wo so betumi anwini and they ye 2000 Ghana cedis 2000 Ghana in pemienu 4,000 and the yeche. Dear na wo train. Wo hwe me dear na wo train. Yentem. Na me pacho adeno kwa na esi wo so kwen na wo so wetumi adi. Dear na wo train. On say wo fa yima sound we rem or send ono so bedi bi. Dear na wo train. Yentem. 2,000 Ghana cedis in pemienu. Dear na wo train. Wo fa yima send wendi a me besi. Dear na wo train ti yentem. Na bonus esi a na wo so tumi di bi wate. Yes, *274#. Mensaka. Ebeye me de. Ebeye me fe. Meni beji. Say, me friend na ye wo. Na wedi. Inti yentem. We ye fufro. We remuda. We dibida. Yentem. Munti na nde yeche. 2,000 cedis. 2,000 cedis. Enye sikaba o. Udi ebe show papa nda Ghana. Na kufu ado Ghana. Aye ding. Na wenye 2,000. Wetu we di bi abo afie. Wala high school fees. Wetu we di assorted niyama out. Wo trend yen. Yentem. The person was who team kase. Mensaka. Madina for the na mo train. Madina father wa ha. Hwe. O te say nchene no. Onima enye de. Madina for me catch mu. But na constituency. Onima enye de. Wo friend owo mo ye. Alhaji Sorogo no. Onima enye de. Hwe. Mama mbe manche. Iti Madina for the na mo train. Mundi bi na ye nko Alhaji Sorogo ha. Ashama for so the na wo train. Lawyer Wewi Brown wa ha. Sa ashama mundi bi o. Mundi bi. Na ende dia na mo train ti bensa kan de ende 2,000 pemian 4,000 a yeche me bass ni ntunja wo ni tuema ye di jo me say yentem na fiska room na obedi na wedi ne bio nti e dia tene no baby adure de enche me announce draw ni sesi ama me nkonkwaje aboafo nkrato ba ko mienu miensa me ba ya ende so na ye delve into it ekukudam your former member of parliament de Madina Alhaji Amadu Sorogo owaha Madina father Saso na ewo lawyer Wewi Brown so ha. Nti ende nkomo no ye be rem papa. Be ba sesia.
Missy Menanum. A group passa a bit bro, Tibedo Imlenu.
As for me, I take very good care of my grandkids. Ye dear grow. Na yes, sir. A room maybe crana. Me bano timide or movie gumi so weekend.
Hey, woman,
remember? I don't think I'm a catcher or say. Ya no medi garlic capsules. Posso a basis so come. As I stand here, the doctor said my whole system has improved very well. Medi garlic capsules. Yes, Medi garlic capsules.
Oh,
Medimosis garlic capsules improves blood circulation and enhances the body. Suitable for both men and women. Available in pharmacy stores. Contact us on 050-349-4885. Not suitable for children under 12 years, pregnant women and lactating mothers. Medimosis. This advert is FDA approved.
Masaka! Easy or your power for Masaka promotion. There isn't a big or you're big. Separate enter power for Masaka promotion. More day I never dial *274#. *274#. Area now choose power effort. Now select a number of drawer and put it in Hushim. Draw Krubia 5 Ghana cedis pet. The more as a rush draw them when they stand a chance able to marry in a big. Hey, you're big. Every week you saw your 50,000 Ghana cedis in a chair. Hey, 50,000 Ghana cedis. Knock off you. Good deal last shot. *274#. Masaka. Power for Masaka promotion. It's licensed and regulated by NLA on Caritas Lottery Platform. Kaida drawing Shada home.
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary. So many activities, all in the same premises. Visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting. They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Oh, it's a beautiful place you have yourself.
The serene environment fits into the goal of the school, which is simply to provide excellent educational foundation for your ward's development before they commence primary education. At first glance, clearly you will see why the school is called Hebron Hills International School, as the building stands tall overlooking town. With a Montessori style, we have experienced and dedicated staff and trained teachers. Our small sizes classrooms are meant to enhance teacher-focused approach where children get one-on-one attention from the teacher. Hello there. We are open at 7:30 a.m. and school closes at 2:30 p.m. After school care is from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m., while early drop-off can be arranged at 6 a.m. Hebron Hills International School is located at Midye off the Nsawam Road. Locate us with GP postcode GW0688 GA West and GPS code 06884870. You can contact the school and make further inquiries on 050-876-2375 or call the office directly on 0302-918768. Email us at hebronhills.school@gmail.com. Hebron Hills International School. Excel and shine.
Simon Wakwaba biom deba TV XYZ mo amutie wo Power 97.9 FM. Imbredra enseme gubamba so ye ba delve into it. Make us say ye wo Alhaji Amadu Sorogo, former member of Parliament, Mama Dina Sasso, lawyer, ye David Worry Brown, or ye senior lecturer ATU, and see Ekukudamina ye ba ebedi ehon enkomo. Ye be her sona no na. Ye knew therefore so din komono or dia to just say any brea parliament to me pass anti LGBTQ bill no. And to say had baby no and another danko akufuado. Na ye hear say another pen basis so. Nana baye ano ye. Numun komo na ye bedi nti ma ekukudami akwaba. Benefo mama kwaba.
Ejoso
Na bibia boko de.
Awurade ede ache.
Ye da nyame
aka de so obi anim. Ghana de say Empire ye bon say nketimi ma days no running temo a. Ye pia kura mana kodu December. Na akromfo we ye pia mo ntu.
And intent temo.
Masa ha.
Ekwane hard ring.
Too bad. Enye because for the first time everybody is complaining. One more praise NDC no more compare NDC and MPP. Not just our MPP ni. Oh, munyina sa no MPP ni. Oh, most of them. Na they say kakrenzo of a fanto. And also kakrebia bam. But masa everywhere. Nanya so ma sheda. Enyama nkoyi. Masa me bus is here. Me free ayi na ebe ahie. Se me kwa akoto wache. Masa person come ma 10 cities. In fact 2016 anana beans boarding fish boarding amoko boarding oil kura de bobo no wanya mo kakra nti ni nyina obeya wie no masa akoto kra enya easy watch nanka first 2 cities 2016 2 cities. Yeah, watch 2 cities.
Tell me baby so that be na watch 2 cities.
Me say 2016 nene watch a minimum 20. Yes, upe watch it in when you carry kakra. 20 cities, 20 cities, 30 cities. Intino enti baby ate. Na werum nyina konso so na krono no o minia.
Enye. Alhaji kakra bi on enra Madina me hu say Muina no monum peace pipe.
Oh yes, me feel say.
Was Madina to say na yes.
So I know. No wa uni. Nka say what to say.
Minim yes. Because me said Domi Kwabenya fire or mudi nti na come so. Wudi makotene bibi kakra bi kire wo.
Oh, first and foremost na se be mo twede mponya popo. Na do minti ne nyina timi hia ya. Ba se nyina be nyanti ase na atnase adwene aye ne ebe ye. Eno free wa campaign for national secretariat. Chairman Zedun Ketia. Okay. And Professor Alabi. Who say ono na ne constituency ni ho pa. When he was the vice chancellor no. Say UPS well Medina constituency into our Medina Senate constituency and the director of conflict resolution for the NDC
lawyer
Mable Amaliba and another lawyer me old T.I. Abbas one of my inquiry back by before also mobile no my friend before then my infant say kesima or he be a friend no kuka or T committee, officer Hano, say Abeba Santi, the Kuka committee, with the blessing of the national Nibabia, they did whatever that they can. We share me, champagne for, and now Mr. Bevlolati, and also a friend me, and near Kasai, a friend, MP, no near around, no America, but a friend, a lot of the council executives, no Kasai, and now the ambassadors, former ambassadors,
yes,
led by Hanatete. Unum sa memi hana de e say nti amanfo say oh ana kan kwa de so ro kwase me be ka che no no obefa so they call me Ambassador Tamaklo and Colonel Modi num left General Modi num and Colonel Sanda former chief omunyina ba omunso ye no mbeye ansana yankasa the boss of this radio station so nim
yes
Chief Wanya
Julius
Debra. Also, menene come in to office. Jojo Moon, prep Croyer, buy and come to form, and eventually when I'm by no me fee say, or more, or man yen yeromoji tumu, a pacho, say ampa, sabe, Rayo hui, we bakwa, ebu,
no crack,
I say ebomua emu, or more a church I say, and a coffee way in our buyer. Omo mudi ntron so agitu mu se ntron na no mudi especially wo hwa ya na me din edi akotini babia na sorogo so enso na me no na me pe ni yie onti ya former chairperson ono ne ta me win 3 times rejoice anyable ya former MC Franklin Anku
yes
the former chairman Osaya MC Isaya propaganda ni Baba Pantai former chairman Wangasa Onipa survivor Yakubu Talenum former Zongo Caucus coordinator Ajia Sidinum and in for that tanwa and ye tina so hwema bibia ye no you all came and sana boys ya kofa assemble ya dismiss wo mo suspension ni nyina ye from nyina by at the end of the day no pempen ye can pain yamfa bibia nsie nti no ye nyina we smoke the peace pipe ye nyina ba together. Oh, Faboniche, with Faboniche, oh, honorable Uncan when ye, and a candidate Nankasan Swa, or standing independent. No, a part and parcel of us. Already no, Chairman General, suspended, suspension of Moyano, or training in them, and nobody is suspended. And I was a lawyer and so the Inquirano court, and also a toilet, a quaco case
to me about Medina.
Alhamdulillah, and independent, so my friend. Yanina kasa anti asie e wo kwan so a bibia be ejuma enti we left the hall a bit late almost getting to 10 but satisfied to say ya ma metena for nothing especially me come imagine no more be pacho majority alaje pacho for che we are penyina we are baller be den yanya kasa we father ni de because Ruba form.
Okay.
Papa ni na wunta hu baboni ni de. Abeba so. But then we dey nyina ba together. Twa pictures ye bibia ni say uso hunu no. Social media trendy. Say wa adwini say Medina problem ho na obefam no. Tumuda Sawachi because they say we are not going to give any chance.
You better nyame ase say Medina so asomdwe etumi aba constituency no mo NDC afem. Lawyer my yen shase say me ye be share program ya sa na putuprum breaking news about fan LGBTQ yetumi apase anti bill no ma bibie yetumi akonkan me pese be di kan area na yakreso na no opinion or ma pa so far is ya na nado yentio lawyer Brown
me di nchia kese ma me constitute shaman for na me nam akwanya nso da alaje ne madina for asese motimi asmoke peace pipe
yeah
alaje me nipa me senior back no na so me so aminipa na madina those days yewo regional directorate for elections na yani madina for yejuma ni enti meni age me bon so mpa nso say ashama for say na madina for nso de crew ye yejuma no ya ashama for nso de ye be kan ye ho abom say na ye bom yi na enfa we nipa because ya boy ho modern ama yantime and stand against MPP for and two emfi ade so no mo we nipa 2024 which is not post-SONA kwa and share see anti-gay bill we no na ko yi one him say ya ba sa anti-LGBTQ plus edimba say bisa no one him say ya muta frame and I was clear on this show is there no matter what and me I want to state put on record say even class me chira there cry me catch me students say I am against it sir I'm against LGBT sir you know
yes
and I'm prepared to defend it with all my blood wherever because the Bible cry try me say ye chiwade Leviticus Leviticus chapter 22 chapter 18 a womb 2 times was same Leviticus nyankopo is an abomination anti the parliament as say matimi apasi sa anti LGBT bill into a bomba say president and also obe signing na it becomes law to govern this country because no nsem bi e won ho se cause I mean empire me born say by this time no who say Ghanaians yeah standing we are against LGBT nyama sa LGBT nyama o ko empoano be say ko bibiti say choko Jamestown ni Dansuma some of places nyama e koso wo ho no enya de a ebeboa nkrofo young boys are nkomoto asese sebi wow me dream says LGBT nyama yi it's a new world order
okay
Europeans no omo say omo say omo man no say omo say they have to change nyama no omo pe African countries they come to me agwo omo ho e wo san nyama no ama mo me push omo san nkrofo no omo san tibian because they are addicted to the thing enya do met me jai and say ya go ya ho no mo tin abaye ya man mo mo ska no mo impose e wo yeso ama they can practice those things I mean it's disgusting e ya dia me pese mete kra it's disgusting and enya dia wo say be support it and me the parliament as it town parliament say omo to me both majority and minority ati me akambo mo a omo pass sa bill yi ye bompaye say president ono obabe ko say enra ye nyandu e ba so na no oka asamba ko pe oka ya me I am there am pese me kan say obabe o say the wish and say candidate the best candidate who has the proven character okay. And correct should we one say waka sempa na sanipa no so yenya yenim say John Dramani Mahama because one proven character one say these days baby Mahama beko biano the grace of God is upon him utimi who say adumbi e won so
okay
and this the leader me dream say you bet me are supporting it because also he stood against LGBT nyama yi ti o say yenya ye vote me the parliament as me pa bo an say president so be there obe pass na ayemra yenya de be boy bra
alaji fakakato so kakra bi we got we nya topic na yen kohwe
kakra bi yenya nim as a muslim there totally kra
haram
and haram you be chichire mu no kra abomobo akumu ana be twa utikra free but ya wagana nkrofo bi wo up till now omo ebompa say enka law no man makra because see am no say Debbie am kan mabisa what is said Dr. Baomia also a muslim ayenji ntum so a muslim ya force no me ma force no ha ama ya force no ya ba out abe catch bra na be hu up to today Dr. Baomia so onka why indifferent and no more catch say say wonya kramuni
because what's indifferent
na me just why indifferent that is my interpretation so onka and number 2 ebia wo sua free the boss because no boss can say The reason why I didn't make taking is because yenya advocacy bia amanfo me pianso and this amanfo pianso yebeji atum ana yebeji atum ana amanfo nso say da bia nyintum Ghana for himfo so traditionalists abosomfo mu nyina say ayade a echiwade ana law ya ba usha even parliament ya ba be kukom no usha amanfo bi omo kasa no omo niyo no na chese da bi omo but there's no way Adiba kwa me pesa me kache Ghana for nyina ne say Akufo-Addo cannot hold Ghanaians to ransom.
Okay.
Yanya a pass a parliament a pass no. Also one sanya under the same constitution. Parliament 2/3 majority will override him. Straight. So one sanya parliament can vote 2/3 and it will override him. Opel. He is forced to sign.
Okay.
And so that one idiot. So long we say ankwa be a majority vote, but it was consensus. The whole parliament obiasi waje tumuno. You better 100% the probable to test no. Na better na Akufo-Addo kaso one sign. Number 2, ko enya dia obesa ba biom. Enti no or sign na wonim se ba miss diplomatic passport okura no. O de beko wom. Ti ba bi passport beko bi obeko. Ana sika no so wi bibre dia sie abudu so sika japade ben ajapade buku yi o kan ye wa wonim. Nhihye omodi share ho sika ombewia. Enti ni no mawia. And you know, he has nothing to lose. And to ever sign, one sign, he will be forced to sign through the parliament constitution. But John Bahama see, chiri, the religion chiri, the tradition in pe, yenina Ghana for mpe, and to one mpe. But we only the onkasa because he be a winniska free or a baba support no. Up to today, where Kremoni won't declare his stance in the country.
Mama yanko Ghana's parliament na yanko hwe abra parliamentarians na ka bom ka say ye hwe na say sia na ya pass anti-gay bill. Yes, third reading. And mama yanko hwe emra.
We want to thank you once again. We met you about 3 weeks ago to express our gratitude to you as the media for walking this journey with us. It's been 3 years since this bill was conceptualized. It was in February 2021 that a statement was read on the floor of the House, and we said we were bringing a bill to deal with the menace of the advocacy of LGBTQ activities in Ghana. Today, the 28th of February 2024, after 3 long years, we as sponsors, the 8 of us, the Honorable Emmanuel Kwesi Bedra, the Honorable Della Soa, the Honorable Helen Ntoso, the Honorable Roxanne Nelson Dafia Meko, the Honorable Alhassan Suhini, the Honorable Rita Na Odole Soa, the Honorable John Intim Fojo, and myself, Honorable Samuel Nate George, have, with the support of the Right Honorable Speaker and majority of the membership of the House, successfully brought a close to the 3rd reading of the Family Values Bill and Human Sexual Rights Bill 2024. It is our belief that this will be communicated from the Speaker's Secretariat expeditiously to His Excellency President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. It is our hope, our prayer, and belief that President Akufo-Addo will be a man of his words and stick to the words he spoke to the Anglican Church in the Eastern region when he said, under his watch, LGBTQ will not be established. When he gave assurances to members of the clergy that he was going to ensure that anything that promoted LGBTQ will be dealt with. There is nothing that deals with LGBTQ better than this bill that has just been passed by Parliament. We expect the President to walk his talk and be a man of his words. We are grateful to the media and we will continue to work with you going forward in the sensitization of the public. As sponsors, we once again want to reassure the media that you are partners in this battle and in this struggle. The intent of the bill has never been to guard your Chapter 12 rights. We respect your rights to editorials, but you and I all know that editorials are different from advocacy. And so your editorial rights to issues on the subject of homosexuality, issues on the subject of Ghanaian family values, will continue to be protected by us as sponsors and the Constitution of the Republic. It is for that reason we introduced the additional consideration today, just to give you that double assurance that subject to the 1992 Constitution's Chapter 12 rights of the media remain entrenched, respected, and protected for the avoidance of any doubt, be they unintended or mischievous. A very big thank you to the Honorable Oseiche Mensah Bonsu, who was very instrumental in the passage of this bill. You know that the Honorable John Ntim Fojo, who is actually not just a member of parliament on the MPP side, but is actually a member of government by being a member, the Deputy Minister for Education, is one of our sponsors. And we cannot thank Che Mensah Bonsu enough for the fantastic work he did with amendment to make sure that this bill has come out well. We believe that the majority of the NPP side, I cannot forget the immediate past Minister for Environment, Science and Technology, the Honorable Dr. Efriye, who actually helped us to improve the definition of sex by adding chromosomal structure to the definition of sex. So there has been a massive support from the majority side and overwhelming support from the minority side. The House has stood united. We may have had one or two members who have expressed reservations, but that is their democratic right. We respect it, but the overwhelming majority of both sides of the House have supported this bill.
See, ora Sam Nate George, onona oye member of parliament ma ningo pram pram. Ono no di parliamentarians in him say change na change. O say ye hwene ti team so mo boy ene na obo mo din no say omotumi aboa ma bibia etumi akonkan. It says ya de ono asi ye ba sona na so. E ma menko Alhaji Amadu Sorogo ho. Alhaji yenhwe na Nado Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Free SHS policy or the buy say we will be out aka ho asempa na why member of parliament today buan kwala mo school ba o constituency ma me bi na free SHS no challenge say be mu no say di na no na shas no so ko supersonic speed enti dodo na aka chense na nya abotro na nya abotre osema be de September na me implement bebre na na kae NDC kae His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the incoming president kae ose cancellation no review no hu na say cancellation this year de obekọ ose be bi edu no ohia obi ase ye na ye nkambom into improve upon free SHS yenti free SHS hu nsami.
Well, in general we say SONA
yes.
SONA
Yes, but on education
SONA Matthias yes. But me wouldn't say me
minim until what
because seriously speaking obi bisa me say me expectation e was SONA and I'm so yeah what's my expectation I'm say yes me obi I say the expectation me say me expectation is say Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo kwaku obeba no obedi ntra kire ye. That was my first.
You know what expect to say
yeah, I knew
one or the
yes because me nim sound kind of correct.
Okay.
I mean them say Baumia Nkofan no from Osua free the boss wo. Enti na Baumia was super sonic to say no kan enti no onya sa title na Google man no the biggest liar no Akufo-Addo missed that title by inches. And Akufo Baumia so mu. Enti Akufo-Addo miss na Baumia say da bi media ntwa mu famra no ire. So my expectation was that he was going to lie, and I was so right in my expectation. Among for say larger than also obeying to them say yes because the only thing obey me aka ani hu ba ye ne de no watiti no na wasa poso no is obeying to because right from the word go baby obefa economy no in 2016 in some okaya no 2016 etwamuko 2017 2018 2019 20 up to now
7 years now
7 move fast step by step sector by sector na mu hwe sense mo kan watimi ayana ntimi nye na so wantimi anye mpo asenko ma no ho ese so anya ade ankocha wasia ade wonsa na wani enkonko bono kro no anye yakura wunya bi nka ho no akra na John Dramani ma manya ya odi ato a Ghana for ye buabu on kakra no enka dey protect my no waba na odu nsa ba bebom wom nsɛm a wo kan ye no wo record to ho ana odi ye ya sticker wo no measure no ho anansa wan record because anana akufo do nsɛm o kan 2015 2016 ba mi nsɛm o kan 2015 2016 no mo ba 2017 ne ombe kan ye 2018 ebe kan ne no so mo record a nkotrasia the first thing you should have said Ghanaian fellow Ghanaians, let me start by apologizing. Pamucho, me born in Chemi. Na my real no. Exactly. Okay. Na mo de me born in Chemi me pamucho, mumwa me na me mpajon draman mama. Any NDs in sucho. Say no kureni, amra na me opposition no. Na me nim se sanete. Na me fi say ye. Ba me ba mu no ma be hu say hey, John na ya de. Ma disappoint mo. Educational sector. Me say me pay free school. Me de man kwada. Me we free san kwada no. Yes wo mu 2 year no me secondary school. Who dey start from? Google now we have 1,237,000 school going children omu wo fi omu ko school. What are asat now? And you know, ma fairly poto because enokra na ye constitution ni fapim FQ. Secondary no there. Was say then gradual. Progressive, yeah. But FQ no after 10 years it is and a compulsion.
Yes.
Not a compulsion numpo. Na nkwada almost 1.3 million etifia na fe koya na buy. What to change? Health sector u buy u si wenye u baba be say u be see 88 hospitals u buy agenda 111 me patcho up to today. We see a commission one of the hospitals okay nyina 7 years, so you go 7.5 years down the line. Nti asembe na ka kire John. Ono obaye just 4 years. Na share hospitals I see across. Share Bebiara district chips compound. Almost be 177. One John is talking about 4,700 and over. Share niema waye. Go to water. Go to security. Shensio na go forward. Oh Charlie. My boni o mi akura mi krom. Nye John a. John yada se I born it chain wanti mi ankasa nsuo enam no kase nsuo bogana for the senior Johnson abo akoko go everywhere. Water has become so scarce. Sankwara ko school no boy uko from road waka say ekwan yare jo kasa me yam from so yes school dan anyina ma hodin yade ko
so no why road the same. President.
Na some country will say, my expectation is Sidian, Mrs. A. Mrs. Expectation is obedi intro. So what is your problem?
Okay.
Oh, I mean, I say I will be surprised if he doesn't meet me my expectation. So people ask me, and I say my expectation is that he will come and lie, try to even bypass or surpass Baumia so that they can take the title for him. Who himself could Google the most wicked president, Nidineba. The most corrupt president, I hope I Google. I go for the neighbor. And about Miyaji, the most, the biggest liar in Africa, West Africa, Ghana. And you know, what did that title no? And you know, they were competing among themselves. No, it's a woman in
a boss.
That says it's Wababeka. Wasn't the boss a bong? Wasn't the boss who knew we? And some of
the driver Banza.
Was why a driver Banza, no, see mate Banza. Because even though we mate to know. No officer he can drive better than the driver. But he waited, he said, seeing that there is a ditch. And so was the driver call. Kotom, we are not saying you know, we are in Kwame car. Meba Abaji car no, nearby Oma Bewu from Mensaka. How can a human being think like this? Massa, who could kwadu, a pim kwadu mienu. Ya tiba coupe dia swao. Ya do swao na what na form. Won't mean now. Was a mumfa a draw mienu nyina mfa nto ame. Oba den mem. Just the economic management team manage only the economy in me ehu ne ekoso. Wafem. Uhu bebe obefa. Ene we dwane wo so call digitalization. Won so eyes will be asini dan minia. Wakopa na sa asini dan. Aja plaster na bibia windows bibia fe lights wom, air condition wom. Oba e ukukuru wompa, wo de mpa na kosi dan mu. Wo di si wo we say dan no, me na msia media. Why na bedwini side we no hu say ye wo digitalization, sorry, and buy. You are talking about the software. What about the investment, the infrastructure? No, and I'm sure. Why are you saying this? Yesterday, I heard Akufo-Addo mentioning railway. No one to me more Mpakadan, Prodi, no one to me more Dina, Odi Chana Musa. Masa, why should the president lie? Why would him say $398 million?
Yes.
Yang, and you approve Yadi, ABBI, the contractor cry year. The same thing, Pokwase, the same thing was our boy, Aidi, Kaneshi, Masa, Obichabe Lamte, it is part of John Daman Mama's debt. So why? Now go to inflation. What says over inflation 15.4? Where did John attempts are? Who did call 54? And then what about 25? Who see young Kamfu? 25 is Ukrainian crew. Remember what?
And reflect it.
Let me see, remember what Baumia said. Was it what? Inflation, you know, it is not reflecting. Go to the market will tell you the inflation level. Me as simple and straightforward. So I told Gary 5 cities during his time. Then I told 25 for 5 times, 500%. And I would have to. Me told milk 1 city, 70 pesos. Then 8 cities are. Hey, would they 6 times, 600%. And I would have to be quite 1,000%. Cement, need a account. On top of all this, fuel, electricity, water, utilities, be biara watum. What's a wobano? Taxes do also don't know. What's it taxes no kwana never ba would ya be say we no
production affected
production. What's a nuisance tax into would ya wo ba be ye free ho Ghana for a bre. Then Akufo-Addo ambo unemployment. Because we be find 14.4, we dey 8.4, we dey 14.7.8. Youth say 30%. Secondary schools, 30. Universities, 22%. And then one more corruption. Corruption. Akufo-Addo don't mean more corruption. How can a human being like a president near sea, as Wenchame sea, voter region? Master. I want to move Akufo-Addo was said, then no be a papa and say, Enkum votarians. Want me, Uko offers, what could you
about compensation?
What could you want them? Some Ukramun vote to Mammy. The same thing was here at a maze chrome. Some Ukramun vote to Mammy. A confit. And when let's say a CM on the whole world they contribute to, you couldn't even mention it. Voter region for the Mayemo. I wasn't surprised. Master, one of the sons when he has cast a car. You hear more time.
I like my young
comrade. Because education now they start here. Master, time. Because Master, Obian no beka say free nye. Banza no beka say bibi e free no. No prepare wachi. Anami boa. Free nkrofo beko. Women got 9. What's 169 factories. Yes. Master mpacho nkutre ana nkuko ene ko ya adwuma factory ho.
Alaji pension no mama mesan akwa sabo so pex natural me no water ne bi na no mama. Ma fan check esema agbesi sebefia o say o hwe na wajiga papa wonsema alaji eye sorgo kanosa so na eye o si ade yo chairman Amenfeast Nana Kofi Atochi also hwe papa Amenfeast in the western region was a proponent important nti the eternal o si ade ye cheche wie mama call so lawyer Brown yenti we
in fact say me SONA no na me tie no bitem ba ya u catch me say ba discuss me shada esa etie na ye me nwanwa say alaji bosu bata wo say me ka nwanwa say voter spillage ya a national disaster.
Yes.
Displacing over 35,000 communities. Estimates are near I say more than 6 billion. Farmlands, other these things are near I say. But when and young one was say President Ambos because as you see a crown relief items crown. Yes, sure say omo di bi ko camouflage be anyway. And I'm not surprised. I was expecting to hear that in the SONA. Number 2, Galamsey say on mine Ghana. President Ambo Galamsey so one simple. It was State of the Nation's address. Galamsey I say yensio. But you want to be boss about mine and he say new month almost strong here concession what chibi area how no more now here any private people to get opportunity for them to go and buy ebia o pese na busuanfo ni bi scanner motimi afun bia de akoto kenal and nis maybe omo pese omo omfanto na omonye yi unemployment we have unemployment about 1.4 million youth are people who are unemployed according to statistical service president antimi about unemployment so one simple niema na president ni baomia odi ya ni lectures a omagina so a omudi eba power 2017 no ba komponi ho a omoboso e wo so na unemployment rate a ekoso didindi amasese ukoye first na nkan se o nkrofo efa Sahara omo akofa Libya ne amu cross Mediterranean Sea omukọ ene nti sabio mo upa kokutuka eya mi students bit me basel me mom reference letter omu ko sa uko school kan dem say enye school na eko ye ko pejuma bebre nurses teachers anyway omu fi oman Ghana emu na omu fi oman na mu wie na NDC ba na ye bie teacher training colleges mu ye pese bie nurses training na nkrofo ko school na si sika na de betu allowances no mu man fam bie nurses training college na mu ntimi enkomu wie na mo anya juma no they kicked against that omuka etiaye ema ye lusu power corruption the whole SONA over you see omo ye we na okinkan no over 15,000 words more than a year akufado jina okan almost 1 hour plus now ye SONA no one book corruption was not mentioned once anya no na friend kata so share no
kata so share no
Cecilia da pasa mambem $12 million a Japan deal na you see ya ko renti baby ama consultants amu number listi a Japan deal on the London Stock Exchange hey $12 million na scan cry say $12 million is about 14.1 million one can want some Bank of Ghana a dana musia they could have built it about $80 million omo use 280 million at the some Addison some and no mo this year no one can want some na menia nienti anka me nka meka say akufado onka oka bibi nchira ye nienti o ye reshuffling wanti me anka o
oja reshuffle say Ghana fo nti
tete Ghana fo
o ya ma
tete na reshuffling ye dwin say obe ye reshuffle obe reducing number of ministers no he rather increase it now Ato Force couldn't have put it in a better way say Minister of Finance international Minister of Finance and our domestic Minister of Finance and so there's our Minister of State in charge of finance hey
and so the deputy ministers two of them
now me dream one mintias here hey no what is wrong DNAC na sebio obi abisa president say unumunsa na unumunsa na sasa no say kofi e bai
obi ambisa no hwe
and I say those who know me know that I don't take alcohol he fan sa asem no ere if you buy and no one say yeah lawyer ni asema obi anka wasem ukofa na che say you are complicit in that area media now state of the nation address my corruption hey yes Mahama corrupt Mahama say sure and they can corruption you corruption better than ya come as say no special who say OSP friend is saying office of special kisi will give it up what is that the president is fighting him omo ayedina esi o say onkuntia kataso no say okun na president na dey ekun no like when ni year ni niama actions are taken no ekutia no kisi ejabe no answer kisi ejabe ko ni obeye onya akran ko be resign
so I fed up
na yankasa na uhwe we nyina na baomia I am me person me friend baolaya I am friend baolaya but me one vice president and the assembly wa ye beka ye de need ye be ma no hey mate alaji me ka pa se tama na chokpo e fa mommy truck arrow glass wo so no say mate ni say omo climb hill bi na omo descend mate no or the chalk driver ni drive chi na or the chalk no or the chalk e boa driver na maka na dey a balance yi bon shaker enti mate no owo djuma o ya e boa driver no man dey can e dey e move correctly baba omiasi onu ni mate odi no ni a driver na ya no oni mu hwe nature say what kind of mate is baumia because we a mate ni a bibi biara wo master eya no also ya dey wo boa no sanity. In the first place, according to the constitution, Baumia position any mate. Baumia to say spare driver na co-pilot and a co-driver. As a driver, main driver you fit into the shoes of the driver.
Papa ni defender can say.
Executive
final say.
Final say. Na executive no vice president on can ho.
Inti fellow.
Presidency. Yes, presidency.
So defend no.
Wow. I president me yet. All I'm say, hey, no more just say sorry, I already anima, you already anim costrana. Oh, now Usha, na near me one make a afwania, a large cast a president ever chantro, any senate. When now, oh boy, you know. Senate director, I say, number senate increased from 14,000 to 71,000.
Yes.
President buyer, at least president 100,000 be here. I say 600,000. Why should elderly people in this country be lying like this? Now, you hear me one say, I'm in academia. Alaji me wa academia, me or checheni, our university. Some of our intellectuals, about PhD anyway, they support some of these lies. Now, be some say, oh, our data, Abra, they cannot because they support MPP. Say the Sanyama way, you can't correct. You see. Adibakwa mabe John Mahama assembly say he speaks the truth. Answer na John Mahama be fi adesono or see teacher training for we can't continue to pay your allowance. Nurses training we can't continue to pay your allowance. The reason is say mu be we school munya baby enko tra de no munya school central de no we discuss can be school no mo we discuss can be open hospitals. Secondly omo mutimi nya chance enko school no because of enrollment problems, you know. You be expanding schools. Now, matimi anya admission across school. Nurses ni I say, omunjintum. And now uko nurses training. Uba to your bribe. Who we also yes be national service. And see what my muda. National nurses ni who we pay or say postal to hospital. But this we national service. Teacher training. Oh we are or national service. Look, on mine baby I do no. On mine apansa. And to mama ndi no crack akra. Emma nyankopon e de boni.
Okay.
Mama academic chat na ma or say emra or can as acceptance speech you know or can be say or can we have see austerity will judge us and we are all seeing it Ghana for mama yeni and let's support the writing now so na need dear Adibako Okaya manage is that the best person will win an election. Your character, and that is your mama.
But as a lawyer, where we brown. Happy birthday in Koma, Lady Mary Jan from Wankasa Wukuno, Jan Joe, Oni Dromo, Ni Bubuni, Omuinasu, Omodo Papa, na Jan Mary. Happy birthday no Nkoma, Omoji Nyame, Omoji Nyame this because we shall ye Papa na one more. Nyansa Mudu. Nti happy birthday in Nkoma, Lady Mary Jan. If you kuno Janjo ho ene dromo ene bubuni na omso omodo ye pa nti baby a obiano happy birthday enkomo biompa Lady Mary Jan me bacho amuzu herbal clinic na bedru so ose bema de sebiwa enye se wo time bo 6:30 bema bi o de bi and time bo 6:30 bema de so utumi di so di form nti why embre wo mpema obetumi abo sebio obema no so tia ono so obehwe abo sisi na ye wo ya prostate problems ni na no awo na your problem endemu yare ni na no obo no humbody ye stroke ni waton ensantentan mu a amuze herbal clinic se bre na obetumi abo ye papa ne cha kwan won kran ha Achimota Christian Village opposite the Puma filling station also na Madina main station or adjacent Melcom wo be hu no ho Ashaman Lebanon second step ono so ho kaswa oben Amanfrom police station ansana Kumase Tafu Amuzu Junction waso wo be hu no ho friend was 0241 9593 26 and 0241 98884 na woni Amuzu for ending komo na omuntume emwo Southern Medimosis Clinic and Herbal Center no free. Already Medimosis garlic capsules abedwaman so garlic capsules si eboama mboja ne tumi circulate ye papa which say die frusane ye Southern obi ho etose bia na nsane na ayetitriti me pacho bebre wonya binum ebeboa cholesterol na dose wo nipaduam ne betumi anane ni na kama ama eyi niema bia mbo nipadua ni na afi nipaduam e boost immune system ne boa wapo mudin yi enti me kanfo Medimosis garlic capsules na medi amount Medimosis na so san wo clinic wo ho enti be pacho prostate issues ni na no why embre wo mpembe ma na oba wo ayo problem hypertension esitri yare stroke ni STIs ni na no wo come Medimosis clinic o mehwe etu asiamo hwe wo mecha kwan wa dental barrier opposite the police station also na AESL building inside Ghana Highways Authority yard wo ministry so be hu omo ho Ajay Kojo opposite school for the deaf ansana Kumase ahimai kokoben santase oboase kwan no so ho from 0244068447. Safari Valley Eco Resort na medru so Safari Valley Eco Resort me call them say 8 way now Ghana because Safari the enche him say kwa South Africa na eco holidays a you sa na no but Ghana hey ya enye baby I say Eastern region okre a district wo be hu Safari Valley Eco Resort wo ho kwa emmuade wo be hu bebre wo be hu antelope be hu giraffe e chese mua na de o create artificial lake wo ho a wa betumi atena nsuo na wo koba wo be hu waterfalls e chese enema wo ho na de wo betom electric cars na mu wo mpe we na opedien bisa hu se nti we nyina wo Ghana hey Safari Valley Eco Resort wo be hu omo okre Eastern region here mountains ho na wo be hu omo nti wo koso a enye wo nko a we ye busuan chemfa nti nche lawyer ekwei na one Mrs one nkwala no sa so na laji de bonechi do ma okwa na namu ina abom na etwi card e be de no nkobi na namu ina aka ho na wo modi echi haje mu ina Prince Wina aka ho ma aye kama na yakwa akwaji ne yi wo Safari Valley Eco Resort nti me pacho so wutie me oni ebusuani na mbombode enko for reservation and ope ho asem ebisa ubetumi afrom 0596 914394 0596 914394 na wosu wetumi akọ Safari Valley Eco Resort na bibie tumi akonkan ye twato ye Power Specialist Herbal Hospital Power Specialist Herbal Hospital me pacho yarea ye friend hepatitis B A C D and E ni na no wo de weni che ho a wo si entu aso betumi tu asiamo fatty liver we liver na ya kese sciatica prostrate obi ho se ne nemu ebu ken ne nsem ebu okọ meboa ayamo ayem krobroni friend ulcer so na kompo delta no so omehwe ayamo ansana ebe pacho fibroid ni meka hu na no omebo ye papa din ye Power Specialist Herbal Hospital akwesi edu ya na oda edwuma ya no hwomo cha kwan Kumase branch fe yase Lake Bosomtwi Road wa opposite Just Bro Filling Station aso na akra kwa benya pokwase ACP kwan no so akra de branch no Anaji Estate adjacent Anaji MA Primary School wa obi hu omo ho when a doctor ending komo 0244 544422 and 0200 383831 na wone Power Specialist Herbal Hospital for ending komona BBN to min konkan mekao se enche meye draw no nti 2000 Ghana cedis ebekwa mo bi star 274 hash mensa ka send would yes here na enche me announce draw no na woso wetumi aye lucky winner when him say day Wednesday lucky Wednesday na woso wenya drete ato ho mamenko alaji we alaji yentie we sona na emre na aka na ye chem 3 minutes na
sona masa
na mfanche ya
question ye nyina bebisa ne say forward ye nyina anim MPP ba no ombedru ya 2017 so be kaya international observers can say wa be win 2016 bia no because of the hard policies JDM aye including Sedumso Nana Akufo-Addo can say Dumso was solve Dumso me hu dwiri me You dream me because when him baby free for time, you know, yedim near Kufo, including so they are so for call Akosombo, so Monko Bompire. 2007 toy generators are reku brobe ebu nyina nkosiaga enti no as if said dum so no John na de buy JDM na de buy e wona mu se papa no ntia asmase oba also move from there from taxation to production. Masa 22 taxes are now on what they call 41 ana near your hono so wasa ba mu ana near so no abetimi aboy and was dey akosia wowa so wa winim so the get fund esia wowa esla yet ts yamfantua energy debt da was na be ya nyina mo kania na ebe nya ne da no we dey akosia wowa in the school na intimacy because sika was here nya we dey esia wowa. The question is John Dramani Mama woja inflation 15.4 woja roads no my year a lot of them health woja hospitals be including major hospitals like University of Ghana Medical School, Bank of Ghana, Afari Military, Kumasi, so many. Which are decent hospitals, which are a lot of cheap compounds. I go for the deal no debate giant. John Draman Mama School don't be brave. We upgrade training colleges to College of Education, and tertiary. We upgrade nurses training colleges, and tertiary. Our mama degree, any graduates. Polytechnics, Eco University. Senabe or Junico Nim.
Yes.
On Sio, and Yinamakania or the free 54%. Eco 87. MBB Eco 82. MBB Baums only 88. For 7 years, only 6%. And I count 6%. Say no Ukrainian Ukraine. Obedi 30% account. Now by our 6%. And so see any. NDC John Jar, a funder, heritage fund. Ujanwo. Infrastructure Development Fund, Wojano, Ghana Minerals Fund, Wojano, Stabilization Fund, Wojija Wenumina, Radiami, Wojija Wenumina, I was 5 minutes up in my 2. Okay, into the Wenumina, Ojano, Adimayan, John Draman Mama, election, I'm young Kuni Pangoche. 2020 election, and to say who called democracy side. How can an even compare himself to democracy under John Draman Mama? Journalist, Mo, never Kasakra near Kochua Kotum, Yakumbi, I'm a swelling in your caca, Nejo, and your mutam nebaye, and the journalist Kasakra knows through. John Dramani, a close to radio stations and TV stations, Tabida, but no more Katiani dinner them, and then no maniano, Netu TV. TV I watch my table friend saying TV can say 104.3 no Peace FM and one editor no went in more he John Damon so you be and how can you even come and compare yourself in terms of democracy to what Oforiata ye no now who elevate no say onumum and a supervising minister no and the minister no
finance minister
me and Kamejai, Minister and Kamejai. And to Master Wenum Yinago Kanwa, there is no way so we compare Dr. John Draman Mama against Nana Adudanko Akufo-Addo or by with an agenda.
Okay.
The agenda was that the Japadie, as on the 4 higher dodo, Yama party no one winibium, a chim for Yensom, Yeji, Yesika, Yejiwe, and Omewia, Kuronubi Bia, but Bibia one minute. Amrenaso na medisi na me kaise gezi brown gezi ne wife ne ma me ayi du ankwanta Saturday we ya anti yamano yako ana matanum all the women organizers it's like all the women organizers nyina mo across the constituencies me chiamu titru Madina ana mata kwatia Kasidi mpanimfo nyina ankunu obia ya chiamo ana me bra papa yo onu ntia betena hai Julius Zebra onya ni sika no wanfa nkofa ba ankotina play mu anko chata play nyu oso di isi such a thing
next week go back it will be time to come why
ada na make us a tracker na president Akufo-Addo ekase omo tracker bia showing the work they have done. We were using Photoshop anyway. These are all lies. We'll see how that tracker is going to help them. Now me de akwenya wensu share minu no mo voter region as pillage na ka mo say yenim say kakra MPs no mo feed those areas eye boa no very soon nyame aduma John Dramani Mahama beba power na ba 2025 yeba power nyama omo ahwere by the grace of God no everything will be restored mami fast akonya na meka ever 30 seconds enchemenu anu me no view kata nya ton view mil voter region ye achieve demi so akosombo vu vai gara e flavai gara adan pinu otoma manam nyanya be mi dogbara na ma wo wede 2025 na NDC va SG enu oje be mi awo be enu kata gblene mi mi ato mi awo no avama na mi de mi wo ga mi anogba dodoraji ma wo papagre mi be mi ada durameto kata SG
Ken, how can you compare Obia or the 120 so the 120 billion now share Juma John Aye and also 120 and one who use only 54 no be the 600 plus billion no want to be here no take it dollar from 3.85
Mamenda Mwasi, yes, Wamba. Wonderful evening. Bye bye.